Today we will discuss the word problems of exercise 3.6. The first question says that Ritu can row the downstream 20 km in 2 hours and upstream 4 km in 2 hours. Then we have to find out her speed in still water and the speed of current. We will take the speed of Ritu in still water and the speed of stream be x and y kilometer respectively. So downstream means when we move in the same direction as the river is moving or as the water flows. So we know that if we move in the same direction as the water flowing, then it will be easier for us or the anything to move forward, because there will be no obstacle from the water helps in the movement in the same direction, so our speed get increased. Hence in case of downstream the speed will be x plus y kilometer. Upstream means moving opposite to the direction of water. Suppose water is moving in this direction, then we are moving in the opposite direction, and in this case the water will act as an obstacle for us and it reduces our speed, and hence the upstream speed will become x minus y kilometer per hour. Also we know that speed is equal to distance into time. So according to the question, 20 km in 2 hours with downstream speed, which means 2 into x plus y is equal to 20 or x plus y is equal to 10, the first equation, and similarly 4 km in 2 hours will give us x minus y is equal to 2. Now we will solve equation 1 and 2. After solving we'll get x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 4. Thus the Ritu's speed in still water is 6 km and the speed of current, which means the speed of water flowing, is 4 km per hour. Got it? Once again, downstream means moving in the direction as the water flowing, and upstream means moving against the direction of the water flowing. Moving toward the second part, it says that two women and 5 men can finish a piece of work in 4 days, whereas 6 men and 3 women can finish the work in 3 days. We have to find out the time taken by one woman alone to finish the work and time taken by one man alone to finish the work. So let's time taken by one woman alone to finish the work is x days and time taken by one man alone to finish the work as y days. So in one day, how much work will be completed by one woman? 1 by x of the total work. And similarly, one man can finish 1 by y of the total work in one day. So according to the question, 2 women and 5 men takes 4 days to complete the work, which means that in one day they are completing 1 by 4 work, because in 4 days the work will be completed. So in one day they are completing 1 by 4 work. 1 by 4 we have in one day 2 women is working 2 by x, 5 men is working 5 by y, and it is equal to 1 by 4. So the first equation we get 2x plus 5y is equal to 1 by 4. Similarly, second situation says that 6 men and 3 women finish the work in 3 days. So in one day they are completing 1 by 3 work. The work done by 6 men is 6 by y, and the work done by 3 women is 3 by x. So 3 by x plus 6 by y is equal to 1 by 3. Now if we see these two equations, they are not the linear equations, but we can reduce them into the linear equation. So we will take 1 by x is equal to p and 1 by y is equal to q, and thus the equation become 2p plus 5q is equal to 1 by 4, or 8p plus 20q is equal to 1, and 9p plus 18q is equal to 1. We will solve these two equations, and after solving we will get p is equal to 1 by 18, q is equal to 1 by 36. So x is equal to 18 and y is equal to 36. So time taken by one man is 36 days, and time taken by one woman is 18 days when they are completing the work alone. I hope it is clear to all of you. Moving towards next third part. Again, Ruhi travels 300 kilometers to her home partially by train and partially by bus. Means few kilometers she is traveling by train and few kilometers by bus. She took 4 hours if she travels 60 kilometers by train and remaining by bus, which means 60 kilometers by train and rest of the 240 kilometers by bus, and she will take 4 hours. Second situation says that if she travels 100 kilometers by train and remaining, which means 200 kilometers by bus, then she takes 10 minutes longer, which means 4 hours 10 minutes. Okay, so let the speed of train and bus be u and v kilometer per hour. Once again we know that speed is equal to distance by time. So distance we will get time by speed, distance. So if the distance, time we will get distance by speed. If the distance is 60 kilometer and speed is u kilometer, then time taken will be 60 by u and rest 240 left. So 240 by v is the time taken, and total time taken is given as 4 hours. So it becomes 60 by u plus 240 by v is equal to 4. In the same way, second condition, that when she travel 100 kilometer by train, so 100 by u, rest how much left? 200. So 200 by v is equal to how much time she is taking? 10 minutes longer, which means 4 hours 10 minutes. So 4 hours plus 10 minutes means 10 by 60 hours. So on solving we get 100 by u plus 200 by v is equal to 25 by 6 as the equation. Here also it is not a equation in linear form, so we will put 1 by u is equal to p, 1 by v is equal to q, and we get the linear equations in two variables. After solving these two equations, we will get p is equal to 1 by 60, q is equal to 1 by 80. So u is equal to 60 and v is equal to 80. So speed of train and bus will be 60 and 80 km per hour respectively. Understood? Moving towards next linear equations in two variables with coefficient switched. Equations with coefficients switched. Whenever we have such kind of equations, there are three steps to solve these kind of questions. Here you will see that the coefficient of x and y in one variable and another variable respectively are same. Like in the first equation, we have the variable of x coefficient as 10, and in second equation the coefficient of y variable is 10, and similarly it for 5 also. So for solving such kind of question, first of all we have to add the two equations so that we can get x plus y is equal to something. Then we have to subtract the two equations, this first equation and second equation, so that we can get x minus y is equal to something. Now the third and fourth equation simply we have to add or subtract so that we can get the value of x. This is the simplest way to solve such kind of questions, and it is just a simple trick. Let's see one more. Like 141x, the coefficient of x 141, and then the second coefficient of y is 141. Similarly 93 is also the switched coefficients. So whenever both will be switched, then only we can apply this method. In others also you can try. So for again the first step, add the two equations, second step, subtract the two equations, then add the two new equations and get the values. That's it.